return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bengals take possession. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
Let's go!
Off of play action, it's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. And Eifert has it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Second down following the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw, Watson. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Watson so dangerous with his legs in college, and nothing's changed here as he picks up the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a first down throw, Watson. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles. Because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Watson on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Here's Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
To throw is Watson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. They'll try and run with Mixon. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Denied on fourth down is Joe Mixon. And this Texans defense stands tall. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Steps away to it, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The rookie from Kansas State, Jordan Willis. And it'll be a second and long. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Throwing on third and long. Dalton sheds off the tackle. He's got the completion to Strong. That one goes for 24 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. A first down carry now for Miller. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. And it's up and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves it.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. First and 10, Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 10 yards still left on second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Watson going deep downfield for Ross. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If Joe Mixon plays up to his potential, Cincinnati got a draft steal getting him in the second round.
Strong runner. He's built like a rock, 230 pounds.
Yeah, and he moves like a little guy. All right, he's one of those players that you can use in any situation. Short yardage runner. Heck, you want to give him to the perimeter. He can take off and beat you with his speed and definitely catches the ball out of the backfield.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Elliott now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap able to drop him for a loss of 4. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the second quarter.
Well, how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can trot out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else, because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. From the gun, Dalton. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Chandler Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4. Watson now to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Ross. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Texans now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. It's second down. Dalton looking. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. Going deep for Hopkins. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On first down, Watson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Ross. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Partner, I was there at the Combine when John Ross ran the 4.22 40 and just lit up the entire place, and that's all we were talking about. But when you watched him on tape, you saw his ability to separate with his route running, not just pure speed.
By the way, that 4.22 40, that's the fastest ever recorded, is it not?
Fastest one ever recorded, but I know a couple of guys who are saying, I still ran faster. I don't know if it was hand-timed or not.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Come on, let's go. Try 38.
Miller from the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. Oh, the strength of Eifert. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one. His 3rd so far. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault, but... Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. A first throw for the backup Palmer. Going deep for Hopkins. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's letting this one go. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Now, this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he's got this one down to the 10. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Mixon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
So after that stop, you know the 3rd down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again, or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now Watson feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. DJ Reader able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Back to throw. Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he'll be knocked down sideways near the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On first down, it's Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Ross. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Deshaun Watson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd down, Palmer going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. On 1st down, it's Palmer. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second and 10. It's Palmer again. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. second down. Here's Palmer. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And that'll make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defensive.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. On second down, here's Watson. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So it'll be first down here after the run. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go!
And Watson's going to throw it here. His throw incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, balls out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex Ohio.
Miller now. Off the play fake. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
This one taken just inside the 10. And some room to roam now.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Palmer to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Geno Atkins in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. On 3rd down, Palmer. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Watson now to throw.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Operating from the gun, Miller. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go.
On 4th down, Miller. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And down he'll the 25. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game, but...
Honorable C note.
Yeah, little fish.